So boom.
Heterosexual men don't like women for real. They don't. They like women sexually, but they don't like women. They're not attracted to what a woman is outside of her sexual organs.
I've met a lot of men who want to be in relationships who bring out, I've been surprised, they don't like women.
It is astonishing how many straight men just don't like women. They don't like them. They just don't like them. Yet they spend their entire life trying to sleep with them.
Do men like women? The answer to that, in general, is no. Men don't like women.
Most men I see on here, most men that I see actually, don't even like women. Even the ones who call themselves ladies' men. Actually, especially those ones.
There are straight men in this world who do not like women. They view them as inferior, and if they get an opportunity at any chance, they will try to devalue her and belittle her. These kind of men are not DL, they're not GAY.
Why won't they just let me be a bimbo in peace? Why do I always gotta be the one to come on here to make shit make sense? I always tell you guys, you need to read between the lines when men speak. So let's read between the lines of men don't like women. They just want to have sex with female bodies. Hold on to your panties, bitch, because I'm about to go deep. Let me tiptoe around some shit that I need you to grasp. You have to believe the men in this video. There are men who have sex with women who do not like women. They don't particularly enjoy women's company. They don't want to understand women. They don't value women's thoughts. They would much rather spend their time with their homeboys or in echo chambers where males talk about how they're so superior to women, but they still desperately want access to women's bodies. Let's examine that deeper. If you don't need to like the person you're having sex with, what exactly are your standards for sexual intimacy? If the person doesn't have to be someone you respect, admire, care about, or even enjoy being around, then the standard becomes incredibly simple. Can this body satisfy my sexual urge? And that's where this becomes dangerous. Let me hear you say deeper. I'm not saying every man who thinks like this is gay or bisexual. I'm not even saying that every sexually undisciplined man abuses women and children. And I'm certainly not saying everybody that commits one sexual wrongdoing will commit every sexual wrongdoing. I'm saying the underlying philosophy is dangerous. What it's saying is, my sexual gratification doesn't require me to care about the humanity of the person's body I'm using to obtain it. That's a character flaw. And character is not gender specific. Although we can argue that the way these young men are being socialized is... That's a video for another day. Let's get back on track. This is a video of a bunch of men accepting that character flaw as male identity. I honestly think it's a form of grooming. It tells women that the reason why men behave the way they behave is because they don't like women, which then makes women feel like they're unlikable. And in the same breath, it tells young men that it's okay to dislike women just because they're women, because you're a man. Huh? I hate to break it to you. There are men who genuinely love women. They like being in women's company. There are men who respect women who they know they will never have sex with. There are some men whose standards for intimacy include connection, loyalty, trust, good character, and love. So there's something else happening with the men who don't require these things out of the person that they're being sexually intimate with. These are the type of men who are creating broken homes, secretly hating their children because they never even got to know those children's mother. These children grow up to be full-grown men and never understand how to internalize the treatment they're getting from the father who created them. Some men take their anger and frustration out on the parent who stuck around, begin to resent their mothers for not being able to keep their fathers around. But because it's weird to hate your mother, they turn around and take the frustrations they have about their mother's relationship with their father out on women in general. Imagine resenting your mom for not being able to keep your father around, when your father's responsibility was to stay around, to stick around no matter what, because he chose your mom to be your mom. Say deeper. These type of men treat their sexual conquest as a game to gain proximity to female power, because every man understands the power of a woman. And they understand that because women live with that power, women do not recognize it. So they take any chance to dominate that power. Think about the contradiction. You don't like women. You don't respect women. You don't want to listen to women. You've convinced yourself that you are superior to women, yet you continuously pursue women's bodies. Why? Women possess a biological power that men will never possess. Therefore, they will never understand. I mean, ever. A woman's body can create another human being. Women's bodies build organs, blood, skin, brains. An entire human being develops inside of us, sometimes multiple at one time. And after the human enters this world, the female body literally produces its nourishment. Every single human male who claims women are inferior arrived on this earth through that process. They've created a culture around devaluing female power while simultaneously obsessing over gaining access to the female body, aka our power. Whew. My brain hurts, but say deeper. Even women underestimate our bodies. We've been conditioned to think that the sexual pursuit of our bodies by men is something to value. We're being told that our value comes from whether or not men desire our bodies. And I completely reject that. Why wouldn't a male value the female body? The same body that was the vehicle in which he arrived on this earth. Maybe that's why they always compare us to cars. Why wouldn't he value a body that can do something that he will never be able to do? And why wouldn't he try to collect as many of those bodies as he possibly could? The souls living within female bodies were blessed with being the gatekeepers of the souls that are allowed to enter this world. You understand that? But these bodies are temporary. Our anatomy is not the totality of who we are. You get me? Your character, your spirit, your mind, your soul, all of those things live within your anatomy. But I gotta take it a little deeper. Let me slightly bring Christianity into this. Jesus Christ represents mastery over the flesh. He shows discipline, restraint, resistance to temptation. Yet somehow, people took the teachings about controlling your own flesh and turned it into controlling women. Your body can experience an urge without your character surrendering to it. Some people are prisoners in their body. They can't control their urges. They can't control their body. That's not freedom. Freedom is when you're able to control your urges. You're actually trapped in your flesh. Boys are not born hating women. That's taught. What we're witnessing is an entire online community teaching young boys to trap themselves within their flesh. And my teachings are not going to make it any easier for them. So if they think they can dislike an entire gender of humans while still believing that they're entitled to use our bodies for their gratification, they've got another thing coming. Love ya. Amarachi. Go deeper in the comments.